Born in Jamaica, actually. Yep, I lived there until I was about 6 years old, and then my mother and my younger sister and I came up, and we actually moved to New York around when I was six, and later on, later on moved to Philly around when I was 9 years old, or 8 or 9 years old, and I've been living in Philadelphia since. I started this class called entrepreneurship. And this class it was put on with my school along with a partner called the Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship. It was a nonprofit that basically helped implement entrepreneurship programs in schools. And our final project was basically to come up with an idea that would be that would change the world in some type of way. And that was the specific words from my teacher, something that would change the world for the better. And a friend and I decided to be group members, and we drew blanks. We couldn't think of anything. So in this class, we were allowed to listen to music. So I decided to take my headphones out and listen to music while I think of something. And I spent the whole class untangling the earbuds. And by the end of class, class was over by the time I got it all the way untangled. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't get to do anything. I didn't get to think of anything. And I really like music, so my earbuds were my best friends. So coincidentally, computer class was right after that. We went into computer class and we learned about different technologies, and 3D printers was one thing that we learned that day. So I went back into class, put two and two together, and decided, you know what, I'm going to use a 3D printer to come up with something to untangle earbuds. And from there, I came up with the business plan. My partner and I came up with the business pitch. And through the Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship, we were allowed the opportunity to pitch our business plans to industry professionals who decided to just take time out of their day to come into our class and listen to what we had to say. And it was really it was a pivotal moment in my experience as an entrepreneur, because having people in the industry, in different industries, come into the classroom was something that I'd never seen before. Usually as a student, when it comes to learning or being at school, you don't deal with anyone outside of teaching, education, and once in a while you might deal with someone that's higher up in administration. But seeing someone who has a tech company, who has an app, who has experience with being a petroleum engineer, things like that really open up the mind to what's possible to students. I didn't really start out small and then go big. I kind of just jumped right into the flame. If you, as a student, you want to make sure that your grades are good. But after school, there's always a sense to continue learning. And on top of learning, things don't get done unless you get them done. So the first step in getting things done is implementing it and getting it from your head to on the table. So I always tell them to always take the first step if you want to get something done, and that is always how you're going to start out. Things always snowball from there.